Hello and welcome to day 2 of the ECS 7th grade Animal Symposium. Today we're going to begin presentations with a fascinating presentation on the bottlenose dolphin, one of my favorite animals. Let's give it up for Carl Myers, all the way from Rockford, Illinois.
Hello everyone, my name is Carl and my last name is Myers. So altogether my name is Carl Myers and I will be talking about the bottlenose dolphin today. Yes, there we go. The bottlenose dolphin's scientific name is, as you can see, Tursiops truncatus. Tursiops means dolphin-like, so that's it's a bottlenose dolphin, so of course it's, dolphin-like. Okay, so here's some of its relatives. Its biggest one is the orca, and its small one is the heron dolphin. Everyone knows the narwhal. It's great. I just thought that would be great to put that in, because that's also a relative of it, even though it's kind of weird because it has a horn. So, sometimes you think, how does that happen? But it's definitely a relative of it. The false killer whale and the orca are predators of the bottlenose dolphin. Also, the bahe is is a river dolphin. So, it has a lot of interesting, diverse, different, kinds of relatives. Okay, so here's some physical characteristics. So it's so it really just kind of depends where it is, to how big it is, because as you can see in Sarasota, Florida, it's 2.7 meters, while in the Pacific Ocean it's 3.7 meters. And yeah, that really pertains to everything about the bottlenose dolphin. Like bottlenose dolphins that are more coastal have bigger fins. While bottlenose dolphins farther out to sea don't have such big pectoral fins, because the coastal pectoral fins, they need to have more maneuverability. So the male bottlenose dolphin is just a little bit bigger than the female, and here's its different parts of it. Just kind of blanked out some of those because it was kind of weird. Yeah, and they're also 400 to 500 pounds. So it's a big mammal. So its distribution, so it really is just about everywhere in the middle of everything. It can also be found in the Mediterranean and Black Seas. So that's kind of different. When I first heard that, I really did not know that they lived there. Next slide. So its habitat, really it lives anywhere that there's temperate waters, 10 degrees to 32 degrees. They thrive in mid-Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. So they just, wherever there's food and water, they go. So its conservation status, bottlenose dolphins are doing really well in the wild these days. As you can see, it's of least concern, and they're getting increased. Really, there's some pollution problems though, so that equals that. So don't let that happen, because that's bad. So, yeah, don't pollute, because that's what happens. And yeah, pollution's just bad overall. It's just bad for the world. Don't do it. So reproduction. So really, the female chooses the male that's most in charge. Really, after they mate, the male just wanders off. So so they start having calves when they're 7 to 13 years old, and they have about 6 to 7 kids. And you'll see later on that the bottlenose dolphin female, they have a really strong bonding relationship with their calves. So here's parental care. So they stay with their mother for 6 months or more. That is really different because most animals stay with their mothers 30 days, then they leave. And yeah, it's just really weird. So this is just about the only mammal that stays with its mother for a seriously long amount of time. So that's what I found really cool about that, because I've just really never seen that. So longevity and mortality. So typically they live 20 years or less. They didn't really give me a certain females live longer than males, but as they said that the top record is a female dolphin living 50 years old, I'm guessing that female dolphins would live longer than male dolphins. About 25 years in captivity. So they live, a couple more years in captivity, not too big of a difference. Okay, so it's seasonal patterns. They migrate wherever there are warm waters, so they'll just kind of move. Yeah, and some dolphins, bottlenose dolphins, have something called a home range, and that's when they won't even migrate. They'll just stay in one certain area, and then but typically that doesn't happen because it has to be like a really nice area with lots of fish, good temperate waters all year long. But yeah, and sometimes they'll stay in groups or just single dolphins will stay. And they do not undergo torpor. I mean, like, basically, they barely sleep whatsoever. Only like a small portion of them sleep because they have to get air at night. So it's diet. They eat just about anything that they can get their hands on, rather than there's stuff that's hard to eat. They eat squid, octopus, shrimp, and fish. They also eat other crustaceans, not just shrimp. But yeah, just about anything that's easy to eat, they will eat. So predator relationships. So really, they don't have too many problems. One of their problems is just some Mediterranean Sea and Black Sea problems. Their only other predator is the shark, and here's, I think that was made by a cookie cutter shark, because when it bites, it makes a cookie cut shark bait. I was also going to put another picture, but it was a little bit too graphic, because it was half a dolphin. Yeah. Anyway, so human relationships. So the bottlenose dolphin, it has no other animal really has a relationship with humans like the bottlenose dolphin. So it saved lives. Even though you've heard of bottlenose dolphins saving people out in the middle of the ocean, people aren't really sure yet. Is that instinct, or are they extremely smart? We can also see them at SeaWorld. They'll have a small short clip of a bottlenose dolphin flipping. They're very acrobatic. And they're also used in the Army. I doubt that they'll be used in the Army too much more, because in my opinion, that's animal abusage. When they're looking for bombs and stuff, they could get blown out of the water. So in my opinion, that's animal abuse. So they shouldn't do that, and I bet they'll probably stop fairly soon. But there's an Army guy. There's a little bottlenose dolphin going to search for some bombs. Okay, so here's some fun facts. So dolphins communicate with squeaks, grunts, and clicks. Some of these squeaks, grunts, and clicks are they're very short. Humans could definitely not hear them. They never fully sleep. They use echolocation hunt. So that's pretty much like sonar. They send out a wave. You guys know waves. We just talked about them. And then they bounce back off their prey or whatever is blocking their way. And that's one way they find food in murky waters. And also they have really good eyesight, which is kind of different because most animals don't have very good eyesight. So typically I could eat animals with not very good eyesight, but these guys have very good eyesight and very good hearing. And they're extremely smart. So here's a short video I will show you after we have the end. No, we're excited first. So here's my we're excited. And here's the end. And there's two bottlenose dolphins running out to the sunset. Okay, yay! And here is a short video on a bottlenose dolphin extremely acrobatic flip. See, as you can see, they're very acrobatic. That's probably at SeaWorld or something. Yeah, they also get trained. They're just great animals. Remember, save them, no polluting. That's all I have for today, folks. Thank you for listening. You've been a great audience. You've been a great audience. Okay.
I have a.
Yeah, any questions? Dawson.
You said that they stay with their parents for 6 months, but your
6
PowerPoint.
years.
Oh, you said 6 months.
No, he said 6 years.
I heard 6 months.
Hey, whoa.
It said 6 years on it.
I'm just.
Yes.
Do you know how fast they can swim?
Yeah, their top speed is 25 miles per hour when they're hunting. But typically when they're just hanging out, it's 5 to 10 miles per hour. Any other questions? Kaylee?
How much the babies weigh? Are they small?
I think that they're 30 to 40 pounds when they are born. Mr. Myers?
Go back to your slide of the parental care, please.
Parental care.
Okay, yeah, right there. So explain, I was confused, the does the dad provide some of the parental care? I was confused about that.
No,
Well,
only the mom. The dad leaves forever. It's
so
only
the
mom.
dad, because it says the dad leaves the mom to take care of the calf.
Oh yeah, sorry. Leaves as in really leaves, like leaves forever.
So provides
Keep
no
going.
care of the
No
calf.
care.
Gotcha.
They're kind of lame. Yeah.
Hey.
And the other one was, in your opinion, how do those predator relationships affect the conservation of that animal?
Oh, yeah. They really. There's not. Well, why I didn't really add that in was because there's always sharks. I mean, not to be mean to the bottlenose dolphins, but I mean there always are sharks to decrease the population. I guess what could maybe like an overgrowth of like. I don't know. They have a big job. They just pretty much work along with the sharks to decrease. Maybe the octopus. There probably would be a big octopus epidemic. It'd be everywhere. Yeah, save the bottlenose dolphins, guys. Don't want those guys everywhere.
Alright, thank
I
you.
think you got one back there.
Yeah, Zach?
I have actually 2 questions.
Yeah. Save them.
So, you know how the male leaves forever, but if
Yeah.
they were to meet up again, would the female know if it was her mate?
Well, I mean, every dolphin has its own unique click. Like, not like click with like all of its other buddies. Like sound click. That's how like mother dolphins know like their baby dolphins. That really helps them out a lot. So probably.
Second question. So do they go any specific places to have their babies?
No, they have their babies year round wherever they really want to.
All right.
Very good.